Okay, ready?
Yep.
Hello and welcome to the Red Sauce Podcast with Papa Joe. I'm Papa Joe, as most of you know by now. I'm here with my daughters, Katie.
Hello.
She's a scholar of the Italian language. And what else do you do?
Culture.
And Italian
wine.
language and culture. And she's going to be our winemaker too. Mm-hmm. And Beth.
Hello.
Beth used to be our cook. Not anymore. We fired her. But we fired her ass because she sucked. But she's still our main Pitt fan and gangster aficionado. And today we have some very special guests who have become probably the best customers of Piazza Tellerico, and among our best friends as well, Jess and Patrick.
Hi.
O'Shea.
They're married.
They're married.
We are?
And, I think they are. But anyway.
You were at the wedding. I hope you remember it.
Yeah, I think I do.
You remember it better than probably everybody else sitting at this table.
Yeah, I think I probably do.
You had a little less wine than everybody else.
But anyway, in addition to being great customers and really, really good friends of ours, they also bring something else to the table. Patrick works for Pitt Athletics, and which is one of our, as anybody who knows us knows that's near and dear to our hearts. And Jess, she has parents that were the Marianis, or are still the Marianis, although they were the Marianis.
Grandparents.
grandparents.
That
Your
own,
mom's a Mariani.
that own Mariani's Pleasure Bar in Bloomfield. And also, Jess looks a whole lot like that woman that sits behind the scorer's table at the Pitt basketball game.
Yep, that's me.
Especially if you ask Madison.
Yep.
So anyway, who's starting today?
Go ahead, Beth.
All right. Well, so we got a new mixer we're trying to integrate into the podcast. So thank you, Patrick, for making sure we got the right equipment. So I'll just tell you guys how we know Pat and Jess. So the year was 2004, and I was a little asshole 8th grader at Seneca Valley Middle School.
Now she's a big asshole 31-year-old.
Yes, sir.
Good story.
And my favorite teacher by far was Mr. Pat O'Shea. And after I got out of 8th grade and went over to 9th grade, I didn't see Mr. O'Shea for a really long time. And then fast forward to probably January of 2018, I want to say. And these two young kids walked into our restaurant. And they were about probably 22 and 21 at the time.
Probably.
like
that.
Oh, wow.
If
Old now.
maybe a little
Shut up, Patrick. You're not old.
older. But I was in the kitchen cooking like I typically was doing, and Katie was out front running the show out here and serving people the wine and getting everybody involved in wine tastings and all that stuff. And she came in the kitchen and she said, "Hey, you need to come and talk to these kids." And I'm like, "Okay, why?" And she said, "Well, they went to Seneca Valley." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I came out and started talking to them, and 10, 15 minutes later, I finally asked them what their last names were. And Pat said, "I'm Pat O'Shea." And I was like, "Holy shit, are you related to Mr. O'Shea?" And he goes, "Yeah, that's my dad." And then Jess said, "My name's Jess Morris." And I said, "Oh, are you related to Randy?" And she said, "Yeah, that's my brother." And I graduated with her brother, Randy. So after that, I think it was history. I mean, you guys tried to come in here a bunch of times, and when we first opened, we were pretty busy and all that
Way
stuff.
too popular for us.
Yep. Yep. You're lucky you got in here at all.
Very.
No, I still remember the first time we tried to come in. We called. We saw you guys on some hot new restaurant online, and we called, and it was sounded so loud, and you guys were like, "It's gonna be a 45-minute wait," and we're like, we're not even gonna worry about it. We're like, "This place has to be amazing. It is packed." And then we came in, and we're like, "Oh, there's
There are 5
7
tables.
tables.
There
Yeah.
are 5. 5. Yes.
Yeah, we hold the noise very well in here.
Yeah.
I think most of the staff was responsible for the noise, but
Yeah. And
Pit game was on, definitely.
oh yeah, for
Oh,
sure. Yeah, we used to put signs on the door that
Yeah, I
said
can't
"Pit game
confirm.
in session." The cook's really loud. Everybody else is half as loud as her combined, but yeah, the cook was an asshole anyway.
there's somebody back there yelling "Roll Tide" no matter what's going on.
Yep. But then I think the cool thing was I know COVID sucked for a lot of reasons, but I think for our friendship, it ended up being a very good thing because I can say this now because what are they going to do? Shut us down? These two were like two of the only 5 people we let in the building when you weren't allowed to have anybody in the building and stuff. We were around them a lot, so it was like, you know, they were on
They're
our
our
trusted
pod.
people list. And they were working from home, and we were not around anybody, so it was safe.
Except they gave us COVID.
Except for they gave us
we'll
COVID.
get there.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually.
It's Jess's fault.
But it was kind of cool though, because you know, we were almost like a card game on The Sopranos. We would have trivia every Tuesday night. We had to close at like 7:00, I think was the curfew for restaurants back then. And so we would tell them, hey, we have to close at 7. Once we get cleaned up, we'll all go upstairs. We'll sneak in the back door and we'll play trivia. So them and a couple of Patrick's siblings would come, and just like 6 or 8 of us would go upstairs and play trivia, drink wine. And I think that probably is why we're so close today. You
And
know?
Shaylin started working for us.
Yeah, I have no doubt we would have been close anyway, but like that was kind of like,
We wouldn't have been here every week like we were.
Right.
right.
But do you remember the trivia question in
yeah.
like January? That when we were
Yeah.
sitting out in the like we were thinking we were sitting in the
No,
no, we were in
right
here. Yeah.
I remember being right
yeah.
here.
And it was like, what is the upcoming
The novel
something disease
virus
that's
in
like going
China.
through China? And none of us knew anything about it at that point.
Right.
Little to be known what would come next.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yep, and then they shut us down, and then the novel coronavirus is what brought us together.
Made us best of friends.
Yeah, and then they ended
That's
up
Tuesday.
inviting us to their wedding. They probably regret that
Oh,
at
no,
this
no, no,
point,
not
but
at all.
Only you, Beth.
No.
No, she crushed it.
that was the best one there.
I got to see her not in a hoodie and leggings
Yep.
or a real dress.
Oh yeah, I tightened up that
you,
night.
Did you guys recognize her?
No.
Not really.
They said who invited the stripper. That's what they said.
No.
It looked
say
like a
that in
stripper
front of
when
your
I'm not at
father,
work.
Beth?
He's fine.
What?
It evens out.
Huh?
Exactly.
Your daughter looks like a stripper when she dresses up.
I guess.
Well, it's like I have to even out all the times that I look like a dude here, and then
No
when I
middle
go
And
out.
I get yelled at when I call you a dude.
Okay, well, just, anyway, it evens out. Anyway, your wedding was maybe the best time of my life that whole week. It was a
Oh
good
my
time.
God, it was so much fun.
No, I still love. I remember seeing you with like a full glass of wine, like to the top, just like crushing it on the dance floor, and I'm like, wow, like she's playing it fast and loose. Like I'm waiting for someone to just get covered in red
Oh,
wine.
you guys have no idea when you guys offered glasses of champagne before the ceremony.
Oh, yeah.
We had at least 3.
Oh, I told the guy to just go get me a whole tray.
Yeah.
First of all, it was like
Really? We did
110
that.
degrees outside.
Yes.
It was very bad.
Did he get you the whole tray?
He brought me a couple,
Yeah.
as many as I could hold.
And Beth's other teacher, your uncle, was right in front of her.
Oh yeah.
He turns around and says, "Oh, this makes sense."
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, where do we want to start with them as far as what we want them to talk about? Jess, I guess we'll start with you because you're the actual Italian, unlike
She
Patrick.
also talks a lot more than me. So.
And that is true.
It's okay. Katie talks more than me when turned loose.
Although Patrick's okay because he's Irish, and as we all know, the Irish people are the only people in the world that are louder than the Italians.
Oh, yeah.
Are they?
Oh yeah, I think so. I
I'd
do.
put my dad up against Joe.
Oh yeah.
Or anyone here.
No
I'd put
question.
him up against.
Anna
Loud,
Chrissy,
loud, yeah.
PPG
Yeah.
Paints Arena, 2023.
Nightmares.
I think it's Italian, or I think it's Irish, Italian, then African American are third.
And then who's fourth?
I don't know.
Everybody else.
Mexican.
The white people.
What's
like
Kirk?
Are down
Latinos.
to about 26.
Latinos.
Kirk's Irish.
Kirk's Irish.
Oh,
Yeah,
see,
there
it
you
makes
go.
sense.
He wears a kilt in St. Patrick's Day.
Oh yeah, that's right.
With nothing under it. With nothing under it.
That's a disturbing.
They also have
It's
the
so
numbers,
disturbing.
which helps.
Yeah,
Irish
for
people.
sure.
Yeah.
So many of them.
All right, so Jess, do you remember when your grandparents owned the restaurant? Do you remember growing up in the restaurant?
Yeah.
All right, hit us with that. That'll be good.
So I mean, I didn't realize whenever I was with you guys the other day that I called my mom and I'm like, how long did Nana and Pep own the Pleasure Bar? And they owned it for like 25 years, but they sold it whenever I was probably like 10. But that was like always where we would go. Anytime we'd come down to the city, anytime we'd come to see family, we would always go there. And I still remember like we we'd have like Super Bowl parties where they would like shut down the whole restaurant and it'd be only family, and we'd just like they'd bring in like a giant big screen and we would just watch the Super Bowl and all be eating and like having a great time. I wish, like, since I lived in Cranberry, but obviously the restaurant was in Bloomfield, I wish I got to like kind of like how you guys have like got to like work it a little bit more and do a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
But like I felt like all of our family gatherings like centered around that place.
Right.
Which was awesome.
Yeah. That's a lot of what obviously you guys know we have done here
Yeah.
is, Christmas parties in February and just, what we did this past weekend with our like last final send off kind of thing. And it's cool because it's like you grew up in that and like we didn't grow up in it, but we grew up in it in a different way. We had to learn a lot of life lessons as adults, but our nieces and nephews are like very similar to what you grew up with and just like wanting to come down here and be here all the time and just kind of embrace what the family did. Because it's a really cool thing when you have something like that in your family. It's not just like your parents, just go to work and come home, or your aunts and uncles or whatever. It kind of makes everybody have somewhere to go and something to share together. So,
And like when you go there, you're like not just like a normal customer.
right.
Like, you're
You're a
above
VIP.
that. Yeah, exactly.
You're VIP.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You get to
Like-
walk in and go right behind the counter.
Exactly, which
Right.
is like so cool as like a 7-year-old to be like, oh my gosh, like I'm in the city and I'm just like getting free reign to do what I want to do
Yeah.
in this place, which was so cool.
Yeah.
Although we've had a few reviews where people have been like, what the hell is this place? Customers go behind the bar and in the kitchen. And yeah, it's wild.
But very few.
With very few. Most people
really
most
liked
people
it. Yeah.
embrace that. But every once in a while, people are like, oh, the staff is too loud. People are way too familiar with the staff. Like, why the hell wouldn't you
I
want to be
think-
familiar
But that's what
with
made
the
it such a
staff?
fun family.
Exactly.
Like,
Why
where
the hell
customers
wouldn't you
felt
want that?
family because it was just
Yeah.
yeah.
I think one of the reviews might have been about you, Patrick. It was like some guy walked in, grabbed his own glass of wine, and went in the kitchen and started yelling at the Pitt game with the person cooking.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
Yeah, I think it was you.
proud for that.
And they were like, their friends come in and get drunk with them. What is this place? And it's like, it's fucking fun. If you don't like it, there's the fucking door right there.
Yeah, go start your
Go
own
on, we
fucking
won't miss
restaurant.
you.
Go start your own stick up your ass restaurant.
Yeah.
And honestly, they probably weren't Italian because
No.
that's like the Italian family way. Just you
Exactly.
come in
Yeah.
and you make yourself at home and
Yo,
you're
if that
loud.
was me, I would have been like, oh, I want to go hang out with them. Can I go get my own glass of wine and come in the kitchen?
Beth
You know,
and-
Yeah, sure.
I
Just
think-
go put it in the iPad too.
I think I replied to one of those reviews like that, and I said, if you want to go to a quiet place, go to church.
Yeah.
This is the way this place is. It's the way it'll be.
Beth and my dad flat out went to a restaurant in New York where there was an old Italian man that ate off their plate. He worked there.
Uncle John.
And
Uncle John.
He ate off their plate.
At Bamonte's. He
That's
was
amazing.
divorced out of the family and he still worked there.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
love it.
Well,
Fantastic
We've
place.
gotten into some Facebook fights as a group
You have.
on this,
Oh, yeah.
at
You have,
this
yeah.
table.
Yeah, I think we've
done,
actually
Anna.
talked about him on this podcast before.
You have defended the hell out of this restaurant,
We've
Patrick.
had some fun with that.
Yeah, he called Patrick's brother Keegan an inglorious bastard.
Oh yeah.
And then Keegan calls me and goes, I just reported that guy for hate speech. I was like, you go, Keegan.
Didn't he say something about you being Irish or something like that?
Oh, yeah, he was tearing Patrick
yeah,
and Keegan both
I
apart.
once got into Facebook jail for saying something about stupid white people. And
Well,
I am white,
Well.
so
I'm not. Speak for yourself.
well, yeah. Okay.
I
we're-
identify
we're-
with the ethnic section of Bilo.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did I tell you guys about this?
No.
I went to
never heard
Bilo a
this.
couple weeks ago. Bilo in Zelienople.
Oh, I'm well aware of that place. Yeah.
Roasted red peppers and artichokes are considered ethnic food.
I am not surprised one
Yeah, that
bit.
doesn't-
I
Yeah.
the whole
Growing up
time
going there.
I'm looking all around for something to make a Greek salad. I'm there for a good 15 minutes muttering under my breath, I hate this fucking place. I hate this fucking place, until I find a fucking end cap with Delalo's Foods. It's a tiny ass end cap. The bottom of it was barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce?
Barbecue sauce.
That should have been
Is that
over
the-
in the white people section.
Okay.
But the top of it was the ethnic food. And I I am blown away. I'm like, are you fucking kidding
So if
me?
I have to go to the ethnic section to get spaghetti, then I'm ethnic.
Yeah,
Fine
apparently
Bylaw standard.
Italian is ethnic. Yeah.
Like I said, that's the section of the grocery
I
store.
can one up
identify.
you on that one.
Hit me.
Go ahead, Dad.
I mean, at least Below, at least they have an excuse. I mean, they're in Zealy and Opal, they're in white country.
Wait,
I went to this goddamn community market over here the other day, and I wanted some Italian bread. Everything was in fucking plastic. The Italian
Oh, yeah,
bread,
it's
the
horrible.
so-called and first of all, they weren't Italian breads, but they were in plastic. Now, I
It's
can
Wonder
see that
Bread.
because when I go to Below, it's the same way. And
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
You know, it's not good, but I get that.
Yeah.
But over here in so-called Little Italy, and they don't have any Italian bread in paper, now give me a fucking break.
You should have gone to Moranti's.
Huh?
Seeing if they had anything.
I don't think they were open. I think it was later
Oh,
in the
okay.
day.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, I went to Bilo and I also wanted Italian bread. I got a Tuscan loaf that was super soft and very, very pale. I threw it in Beth's oven for another 25 minutes.
Oh my God.
25 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, look at the
And
sound
Beth has learned
effects.
how to use.
All right, I got to get in on these sound effects. Do you guys want to hear a song my niece wrote real quick? Sung by me. Written by Rose Black, performed by Beth Tellerico.
We're allowed to hear this?
Yes, written by Rosie Black and performed by Beth Tellerico. When the moon hits your eye, it's like a pizza pie. That's a mole. She sang that because we took her to a Pirates game one time.
Cervelli?
Francisco Cervelli was catching for the Pirates, and that was his walk-up song. And we tried to teach her the words, and it turned
most of
into,
them.
it's like a pizza pie. That's a mole.
She was like 5, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Fair.
It's not a mole, it's a mole.
A mole.
Obviously.
Yep.
You have it wrong.
Anyway, yes, I do.
You and
Speaking of
Dean
white
Martin.
Kids,
Yeah.
Matt's kids are the whitest kids in the world, and they're like an eighth Italian too.
Yeah.
But they're
Well,
like
yeah.
the whitest kids in the world.
Yeah, but I think they're northern, so it's fine.
Oh, okay, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, they lived in Hawaii and they were still see-through. Yeah. But
Pretty sure the Italians called them whiteys.
freaking
The
adorable.
Hawaiians called them whiteys.
Cute kids.
Yeah. So they were Polantones, huh?
They were Polantones, yeah.
Every time you say that, I think of Pulpatone.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, but
yes.
But
me
did
too.
you hear we named our new wine?
I did. Well, why don't you tell the audience? Don't tell me
No,
again.
you go ahead, Dad.
So
No, you
anyway,
go ahead. No, you. No, you.
No, you do it, Dad.
well, you tell them how you came up with the blend.
I was fucking around and now they're actually.
Well,
No,
I
you.
wanted to
No,
come
you.
up
Back and forth.
with a northern Italian blend and a southern Italian blend
Yeah.
because I didn't want to cross the two. Because the southern Italian blends are more earthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Dad.
Well, so anyway, when we started with the Northern Italian blend, which Katie put together one day, and it really is great. It's a 60% Tirol to go, which is from the area Trentino Alto Adige.
I'll DJ, yeah.
Okay, Alto Adige, yeah, and Barbera, which is from the Piemonte area. So they're both Northern Italian wines, and it's really a nice blend. And actually, this is what I'm drinking right now.
Me too.
Which one is
Me
it?
3?
It's
It
that
was
one. Try it.
No, you.
Yeah.
Oh, I have
But
the
what it does
Southern
is
Italian one.
the Tirol to go is a dark, full-bodied Italian red, and the Barbera is more of a fruity, high acid content red. So
It balances out very well.
So yeah, it balances out the harsher parts of the tannins and gives you a little bit of a fruit-forward taste, and it's really awesome. But anyway, we were going back and forth about what to call it, and historically, first of all, the northern Italians who don't like us, they called the southern Italians the Terone, translated the people of the earth.
Dirty people.
Meaning they were dirty farmers, the stupid, all that kind of shit. So anyway, the Southerners started calling the Northerners Polentone, which literally translates to polenta eaters. And I was looking today, and there's another translation, big polenta.
Yeah. Polentone, yeah,
But
that would be
anyway,
big polenta. Yeah,
so we
yeah.
decided since these are two northern grapes, we would call it Polentone. And now we have this other blend here, which is the southern blend, which is Aglianico It's 50% Aglianico, 50% Montepulciano, and 50% Nero d'Avola.
And how's that work, Joe?
150%.
That's 150%.
Yeah,
He
I know,
knows.
but it's
He knows.
it's equal parts of each. So
33%.
33.3
yeah, I know.
repeating.
Okay.
He's being a Jophus,
anyway,
a Jophus ass.
He's very aware.
So anyway, and we're going to call that one the Terone.
Guys, you've known him long enough.
Oh, I
he
know.
knows.
I figured. But.
There's about 8 other things that's 50% of too. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, that one's the Terone blend. And then the northern one is the Polentone blend.
Yeah.
So we are going entirely with the stereotypes
Yeah.
and just going with it.
Well, 90% of winemaking is 100% mental. So
90% is 100%. Is that Yogi
a
Berra?
yogi. That's a
It's
yogi.
a Yogi
Concerned
Berra.
about
I've
your
heard that one.
90% of this
knowledge.
game is 100% mental. It's a
Nobody
yogi.
goes
That's a
there
yogi.
anymore. It's too crowded.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's why we're closing, because nobody came here anymore because it was too crowded.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
So
I also have to make sure I come to all your funerals, so you make
I-
sure you come to mine.
and I really shouldn't say closing because we have to set the record straight. that
transition.
We're transitioning to a plain winery for the next couple of weeks. We're going to run a winery out of our Lawrenceville location. We did sell the building, so that we will have to move out of here in a few weeks. And we're in the process of working with some friends and associates of ours in setting up a coffee bar, cafe, winery, distillery in Cranberry Township, which is up north of Pittsburgh here, right outside of Graham Park, which is really going to be a nice location for that. The big advantage to it is because we're not going to be doing the complex food anymore.
The big advantage is I'll be 10 minutes from my house.
Yeah, and because we're not going to do that, the girls don't have to live here anymore. I mean, they really love the place and really had a good time here. As you can see from the friends we've made, I mean, it's really been a rewarding experience for 5 years.
That has been the best part of it.
But
Definitely.
the two of them want to have families. They don't date, and I don't
Thanks,
know.
Dad.
It's not our choice.
Thank you, Dad.
They don't date. They like to say it's because of the terrible hours they keep, and it probably is. But
What's my
find
problem's
out
I'm
soon.
ugly.
Yeah, clock's
Okay.
ticking, Beth. You,
I know.
I like to say it's
I have to be pregnant within a year,
or
according
else
to
you're
Pat
opening
and
it
Jess.
back up.
Or else I'm opening
Okay.
back
Can I
up.
have some more of that wine? Beth's driving me home.
which
so
one?
both these wines are going to be on tap of the new place,
I
right?
don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question.
For the
This one.
audience.
Big one.
I have a question. Are we able to? I know we can't do this right now.
Yeah.
But
Thank
will
you.
I be able to say like, oh, I want to show everybody a picture, and then we can edit the picture in while we say that? Okay, cool.
Yeah, you got it.
Because at some point I'm gonna have to tell our little Steven story, but we could
Yeah,
do that.
so-
Oh, yeah.
So anyway,
Different moment in
what we're
time.
doing here is we're going to be a winery, cafe, distillery outside of Graham Park in Cranberry Township, and hopefully we're going to do that late this summer and get started on that. Still a decent amount of work to do, but we should be able to accomplish that. Katie's going to stay as our winemaker.
Yep.
She's going to take over La Capa Vinaya,
We'll
and
see.
I'll be Il Capo Vinaio Emeriti.
I keep telling this story that I told people. I keep telling people that I said for cranberry I want a Chardonnay and a rosé, and you're like, I don't know. And the next day you came back to me, you're like, that might not be a bad idea. I'm like, I'm glad you said that because I already ordered it.
She's the boss now,
Yeah,
so
I made that decision. I was like, I'm glad you said that because I already pulled that trigger. We are doing that.
and it's probably over time that I step back a little bit.
I know. Hey, like I've been saying for the past 5 years, my favorites have always been the top sellers. I know what the hell people like.
Yeah. Well, you're a better taster than I am, I'm sure.
Well, I do think those ones will do well
Up
out
there,
yeah.
especially,
Yeah.
yes.
And especially if you're switching to being fully a winery, I
Yes.
feel like that will help just have a little bit more variety. Because obviously you guys were very like red heavy with the restaurant.
Yes, we have been.
Because that was more of like your expertise,
Yes.
and, like your preference. Whereas to have a little more
Personally,
variety.
not my favorite. I am not a fan, especially of like an oaky white,
Yeah.
but I know that's what people like. So we need to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Are you messing with the sound effects? I can't hear them.
Does that mean we ran out of things to say?
No, I was just fucking around.
Please go away.
No, we'll never. We've only been on here for 24 minutes.
Well, we need to talk about Patrick's Pitt connection.
Oh man.
Yeah, let's go. Hail
Yeah.
Pitt.
What about it?
I don't know, but that was where we were going
They
next.
pay me.
Yeah,
money.
that's your
Well,
story.
Just what the hell do you do at Pitt anyway?
Jess is Italian. You got to find something to fill
Patrick
in.
wishes he was
Your
Italian.
Oh, I
credentials.
do. I've adopted myself.
You're an
into
Italophile.
Italians. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an Italian by marriage, so I'm gonna make that count for
Yeah,
sure.
you're good.
Yeah, I
My
feel
mother
that.
did.
Yeah, he borderline took Mary Annie. Like, not even Morris. Just took Mary Annie as our last name.
Forget the
Patrick,
O'Shea. Forget the
I'm
Morris.
Slightly Italian. I wish I was more Italian.
I'm slightly Italian.
I'm totally with
I think
that.
I got like a % in there. maybe.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. Actually,
No,
that's
you are
right.
100% white. No,
Yeah.
when you look at his 23andMe, it is all like Ireland, Great Britain, Wales,
Super
like
Northern
all
European.
You're part
there.
whale.
Yeah, he's part whale.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wait, you need to put that sound effect in.
Yeah, we need to record that.
Next time someone says they're from Wales.
Oh my God!
you're
Do it
part
again.
Whale?
Do it again.
Is that the noise whales make?
Do it again.
Sure.
I can't do it. I'm laughing
It
too
is
much.
now the noise they make. It's like part whale, part cat, part I don't even know what
It's
else
a
is
little
in
bit of
there.
everything.
We're definitely
that's
recording that next time.
Oh yeah, that's becoming a staple.
So
sound
anyway,
effect.
what the hell do you do at Pitt?
I don't really know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't either.
It depends on the day, but I don't know. We do a lot of the game presentation, broadcast, fan experience, a little bit of everything that outside people see. Working on some stuff in the Pete right now and getting ready for football season. So that's how far ahead we got to work. We're 6 months ahead looking at
Yeah.
football season, trying to get ready for that right now.
You buy bus shelters for Beth.
That's
Yeah,
right.
We do advertising.
Still
yeah.
over there.
Still over here.
I wanted it to be a basketball one, but that never went through.
Yeah, sorry.
Are there
Is that a
any,
year
um,
lease?
I was supposed to. No, I was going to get around to that.
Oh, what the hell?
Are there any bus shelters like by your house or something that you can start buying up?
Well, you know what?
Once you
Why
guys
don't you
sell this
just
place?
bring the shit and we'll just
There
plaster
is
my basement
at
with
the,
it.
Evans City exit.
Oh yeah.
No, when we change out this one, I'll just get Beth the stuff. We'll just give you the.
We can just give it to you
Yeah,
as
but we
wallpaper.
won't be here that
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanna plaster my basement with it.
Yeah, that can be your new
Oh,
wallpaper.
okay.
Oh my
Remember
God,
when
you
I had
would
a
love
bus
that
stop?
Giant panther head, just
What-
as a
She
wall.
will
That
take-
giant panther.
Oh
head.
yeah, hell
We'll
yeah.
Put that in her basement.
That would
Shit,
look pretty
yeah.
great.
I have a Jeff Capel signed Pitt flag hanging in my basement, so I'll put it right next
Be
to
real,
it.
you do it as your bedroom.
What the panther head?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That would be
Probably
creepy to
steal
wake
the
up
whole
to.
pane of glass over there. Yeah.
Well, the one side's graffitied over, so I don't want that
No,
side.
they got rid of that. They fixed
Oh, they did?
that. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it happened again on the
Oh,
inside.
did it? Oh,
No.
Thing.
Yeah, but it's on glass.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like a piece of paper in the
fine.
middle.
I don't know. It's so pretty. I also can put it by my Pat Narduzzi signed official helmet that he brought me.
Oh yeah, where's that at?
It's at my house.
Yeah, Sam, like, we all
Well,
looked up.
She took it home.
For it.
When you're here once a week, you can't leave it there. Somebody will come and steal it.
That is
Somebody will
true.
come and steal a helmet that says
Somebody's
"To
gonna
Beth"
steal
on
that
it.
over
Beth.
All the
our
wine.
register
To Beth
and
from
our
Coach
wine
Pat
and
Narduzzi. I'll miss your
everything else
food.
we have in here. Our iPads.
espresso machine.
Yeah.
No, they're
No.
taking the
My
helmet first.
$3,200 espresso machine. They're gonna.
Well, now
take
you
the
just
football
put a
helmet.
target on this place,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
just
way to go,
listed off
Katie.
Everything valuable in the restaurant.
Why do you
you
think
know,
I
it's
took my
not
helmet
mine.
home?
Thank God you
2
took
weeks,
that helmet
so.
home.
Why do you think I took my helmet home? Because Katie's telling everybody how much everything's worth.
No, literally just my espresso machine. That's
Okay.
no longer mine.
But
Perfect.
that helmet is priceless.
The helmet has my name on it. Okay, back to Patrick. What's your official title?
I don't really know.
You don't have one?
Yeah.
He's humble for the first time ever.
Oh my
know.
god.
It's like, oh, I don't really,
No,
I don't really do
I
anything.
know.
Humble
it's-
I
Patrick.
ask him all the
It's-
time. I'm like,
I
what
don't
is
know.
what is your actual title?
Okay, wait,
so that
so-
I can tell people when
Yeah,
they
like,
ask, what do you do? And
You
I
work
say,
for
I don't know.
ACC Network through
Pitt
Pitt,
Studios.
correct?
It's our giant group of our happy family.
You are Pitt
Okay.
Studios.
No, but
You
that's our
do
group,
things for
right?
ACC Network, correct?
Network, marketing, game presentation,
Yep.
broadcast.
He works with our friend Wes Durham when he's in town.
Wes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Wes is a good friend of ours.
Wes is great.
Oh, we love Wes.
When was he here last?
October?
I think so.
Yeah, he was here like 3 weeks in a row, and
Football or basketball?
it was football. He was here literally 3 weeks in a row, and I texted him and I was like, "Are they like gonna buy you a house here or what?" And he said, "I think I'm on my 6th year of eligibility. I've already lettered." He's like, I think I graduated from Pitt at this point.
I love it.
But No, we could have him call in sometime.
So when Beth
Maybe not
makes,
tonight,
fun.
but
We can
when
do
Beth
that now.
makes $100 million as a financial planner, Patrick will be the Beth Tellerico
this should be good.
ACC network representative for Pitt.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Whatever that means. Sure.
Yeah.
We have no
Like
idea.
like the football
So-
coach, you know.
Oh, the Chris
oh,
Bickle
the
class
Chris
of
Bickle.
'97
There you
head
go.
football
Yeah.
coach Pat Narduzzi.
Yeah.
Get to sponsor us, Beth. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You can sponsor Pitt Studios.
I will be the
The official financial
Chris
planner
Bickle.
of Pitt Studios.
Patrick will be the Beth Tellerico class of 2015 head of Pitt Studios, Patrick O'Shea.
Yeah.
I like that. That's actually his title.
Is that it?
There we go. I'm
All
adopting
right.
that.
I'm putting that on your door.
We're gonna update the website.
The
now.
Beth
be it.
Tellerico class of 2015 head of ACC and Pitt
You
Studios.
have to run that through
Patrick.
JMI, so
Oh,
we
we'll let
just
him know.
missed them when they were in
We
here.
just missed
I
them.
know.
No.
So they were just here.
Put the plaque on the door tomorrow.
Oh, I can make that happen.
Yeah. So Beth, how about your whole new gig?
Oh, I'm going to be a financial planner. I'm going to
If
deal
you
with.
could figure out how to get your program out of Spanish.
Yeah, I literally tripped right out of the gates. This morning, I woke up at 6 a.m., tried to set up my email, couldn't get in, had to email one of my partners. I have a partner now.
Yeah.
I have multiple partners, but one of my partners, and say, hey, I couldn't get into my email. And then they emailed me a new password, temporary password. And I finally got into that. And then I had to go through somebody else and enroll in the class that I have to take. And I swear to God, I enrolled in English. And I go in to just like kind of look at my classwork. I wasn't going to start anything yet, but I went in to look at it. And it was like course 1, and that was in English. And then underneath it was like a whole title in Spanish. And I'm like, oh boy. And then I'm like looking for the English, and then I tapped on it, and it's the whole thing's in Spanish. And then I went back out and I went to round 2. Course number 2. Habla español. I'm like, shit.
So part of your employment contract is to learn Spanish.
Yeah. You actually, they didn't tell you that. You need to be fluent in Spanish.
So I'm pretty sure that there's, hopefully not, but maybe there's a group chat about how dumb I am.
I really hope so.
I
And
really
I
hope so. too.
emailed one of my other partners and said, hey, I called the company and they said, give me 24 hours and we'll set it in English for you. And I was like, great.
Know what
And
I
he
really
said,
want?
that's a first. I'm not going to use any names
I really want
because
someone to
I'm
comment.
trying to keep
You're,
my job.
you're not going to use any names. You're the dumb one.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. This.
I know.
You're the
No,
dumb one.
I want someone to comment and be like, "Oh my God, you were the one that they were talking
Oh, you're
about."
the asshole.
You're the dumbass.
I've been to your restaurant. I love it, but you're stupid.
No, you're just getting everything out of the way now, and then
So-
you're gonna crush it.
In about 3 months, I'll let you guys know how it's going. I'll tell you what the company's actually called, and that'll all be if I get 1, the book in English, or 2, not fired. Whichever one comes second.
And pass the test.
And pass the test. To take a really hard test, apparently.
I think it's harder
None
in
of your
Spanish.
partners know
Good
about
luck.
this podcast, do they?
Well, my person that I interviewed with twice has been here, and he loved it. So
Does he
you never
listen?
know.
Okay.
Two Red Sauce
Good
podcasts.
luck.
Good luck. Heck, if he fires me, I'll go make money somewhere else. Just kidding. He won't fire
You'll
me.
be on
I mean, that can't be the worst
Cartman
thing someone's
Roberts.
done.
Carton Roberts, Beth.
Yeah, I love Carton and Roberts. It's my favorite show.
What is that?
It's WFAN New York. It's New York sports.
Oh, I was
Let's say
like,
Yankees.
I'm like, I don't know. What
Yeah, I
any of
started
that is.
listening to
we
it
were in
because of the
we
Yankees,
were in
and
New
I
York
love it.
last week, and one of our friends asked her flat out why she does not live in New York because she's obsessed with, first of all, the Yankees, but New York sports radio.
Well, it's funny because they don't talk about like it's not like I'm listening to them talk about the Jets all the time.
Yeah.
Or like the Knicks
I mean,
or
they
whatever.
talk shit on Aaron Rodgers, so
Well, no, they like him now because they're both Jets
Well.
fans. But I started listening to it because I like the Yankees, and then I found these two at 2:00, and they're fucking hilarious.
Now, Beth, here's the real question: if you had to rank sports teams, number 1, 2, 3, like, and
I
so
can do
like
it.
like Pitt football
Pitt-
and
No, I
Pitt
can do it.
basketball are
I can do it.
separate.
Pitt basketball,
Yeah.
Pitt football, Packers. Am I right?
Now that Rodgers is gone, yeah.
Yeah, I'm right.
And then what?
Yankees and Packers are up there tied.
Well, now that Rodgers is gone, yeah.
Yeah, I'm right. I know
And the
you.
Penguins. I like the
I know you,
Penguins.
bitch.
Yeah, you have a sport.
I've
for
known
every-
you
or
for
a team
30,
sport.
31 years. I know you, bitch.
Yes, you have, Katie.
I know you, bitch.
No, I used to be very even with all of them. I would just go from one to the next. But
I know my sister.
the older I get, the more I care about college athletics as opposed to professional.
Katie, your mic fell over.
Yes, it did.
There you go.
Oh, I thought you were muting Joe because he keeps yawning
No,
Your
into
mic
it.
because it was falling into
Joe's
the,
like sitting back here and then he'll be like,
It's 7:39 p.m. It's my bedtime. So
sorry, you're the one that
I feel
scheduled
ya.
the podcast this
I
late.
know.
All right, what else? What else we got?
No, but what was I accurate? Pitt football and basketball are up there.
No, but
Basketball
basketball,
had a
basketball
first,
is
then
numero
football.
Basketball ahead of football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Packers and Yankees are pretty much tied.
Yeah.
Even though,
Yeah.
aren't you playing corner this year for Pitt football?
I am. I am the newest starting cornerback for Pitt football.
I did not see that.
oh, yeah.
Oh, you didn't?
You didn't?
No, I
Were
didn't
you
see
were
social
you
media.
introduced? He offered her the job.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got it with
I
her
told him I'm
helmet.
not fast, but I can catch. And he said, you can
missed
play
that
corner,
tweet.
get your
She
hands
is
up.
slow as fuck.
Okay.
She
Yeah.
got it from mom.
How'd you play basketball?
She got it
That's,
from mom.
I could shoot. That's about all I had.
And I told Pat that corner's a tough position in his defense,
Yes, it is.
and it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they do, because they're high pressure and they do a lot of man coverage.
Oh, that's something I wanted to get to. You guys take some time away while I go get the prop.
You have a prop?
I'm intrigued. There's a lot
Very
over there
unique
in that
noises
corner,
coming
so
off of,
Sorry.
I'm,
Sorry, I was trying to fix it.
you're muted now. Okay, you're back.
Okay.
Oh my.
I'm very
I'm
intrigued.
very interested.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
That was a hit this weekend.
That was. Who was like, oh, I normally don't like liquor,
Oh,
but
no,
I
that stuff
like
is terrible.
that.
That stuff's terrible.
Who was that?
And
Someone
I,
was
yeah,
like,
and I was
oh,
like,
this was great.
why?
No, it was so
And they're
bad.
like, oh, I need to get a bunch of this. I don't like whiskey, but this is great.
It's cognac.
Was it my friend's kid?
I don't know if I remember who it was.
Why do I feel like it was?
I don't know.
All right, so in the 5th round of the NFL draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers selected our good friend Servassier Dennis. So this, if you're wondering, this is a bottle
Yeah,
of.
yeah, where's the applause?
Oh,
No, they're
wait,
laughing
shit.
at him.
Oh, fuck you, Beth. Fuck
No,
Damn it.
These are all wrong.
Shit, I hope
Yellow.
I hope Voss doesn't watch our podcast.
Yellow.
Oh God.
That went well.
shit. Oh, it's this one. The only one we didn't fucking
I
hit.
said yellow.
Can we edit this?
All right. Jess needs to do it. Okay, so
That's the fun part.
this bottle is actually Crevassier, but every man in Servassier Dennis's family's name starts with Sir, and then from there they pick whatever they want the ending to be. So his dad's name is Cervantes, and when his
We met him. He's a nice guy.
this
Yeah,
is
we
how.
did.
Oh yeah, we can tell him that story in a minute too. This is how the story goes, according to Voss on ACC Network to Packer and Durham a couple years ago. He said that when his dad found out he was having a son, him and his dad, so Cervantes, which is Voss's dad, and Voss's grandfather were going out to eat to celebrate. And he couldn't decide what sir he was going to be. And the waitress came over and started reading off the drink list and said, we have this, this, this. And then she said, and we have this cocktail made with Crevassier. And as soon as the waitress walked away, she said, or Voss's dad said to his dad, I'm naming my son Servassier. He spelled it a little different. It's Sirvocea. But we had a NIL deal with Voss, is what we call him. We had a NIL deal with him. And so what would happen was he would come in and eat. We'd feed him for free. And then he would tell everybody that he knew about us and tell them to come and eat at our restaurant. So one of our friends, Emily Mitro, she was going to Pitt at the time, and she was here. We had a party after Pitt won the ACC championship. Big party. We just invited everybody that we know that's Pitt fans and everything. We invited Pat Narduzzi. He was going to stop, but he had recruits in town, so we'll give him a break on that one. Got to make us better for the next year. We'll give him a pass. But Emily came in and took a picture of the bottle and sent it to one of the guys on the football team that she knew, and he sent it to Voss. So the first time Voss came in here, we were like, how old are you? And he goes, 21. And we're like, all right. We're like, do you like Crevassier since you're named after it? And he goes, I've actually never had it. And we got the bottle out, and he was like, that's where this picture was taken? And we're like, yeah, why? And he goes, oh my God, like 3 people sent me that. He's like, that's so cool. So we had a little bit with him. I won't tell you when that was.
He took pictures with Mama every
Tell
time
him-
he was in here.
Tell him what prompted us to name it after him.
What?
It was before he had the NIL, obviously, before he had the NIL deal because he didn't know us. But it was the day it was actually a couple days after he intercepted the shovel pass.
I think we were at the ACC championship game, and you said we should have a party and get shots of
thought we
this for
did it.
everybody.
I thought we did it when he intercepted the shovel pass.
Maybe. I don't remember.
I think maybe.
Either way.
Get somebody at the door.
Katie, you got it?
He's good.
Is he leaving?
He's trying to get in.
He wants wine. Oh no. He said
All right,
bye.
he's gone.
Okay, he left. Where is he going?
What are you
Blackout
talking about,
drapes.
Dad?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
You said what prompted us.
Well, I thought the
You thought
shovel
it was the
pass.
shuttle pass.
Was that what it
prompted
was?
us. I thought so. I don't know.
I don't
Well,
know.
either way, he came in here and you told him his greatest play was the shovel pass.
Yeah.
And then he said all he was thinking as soon as he looked down and it was in his hands, he said, don't drop it. Don't drop it.
No, don't fall.
Don't drop it. Don't fall. He's running towards the student section, and he was like, just score this damn touchdown.
No, because I told him that if it was me and that pass hit me in the chest, I would have thought, what the fuck, and I'd have dropped it. And he laughed. He said, all I was thinking on the running toward the end zone was, don't fall, don't fall.
I like his little glasses.
Yeah, he's the nicest kid in the world. We're so happy for him.
He gives Mom a big hug every time he comes in here.
Yeah, he always says, I love mom hugs.
When he
Deb
comes
gives
in,
the
he
mom
doesn't
hug.
look like a middle linebacker.
Though he's not a big dude without football pads on.
No, but he's obviously very strong.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, you're not middle linebacker if you're not strong.
right.
Yeah.
But Voss, I don't think you listen to our podcast, but if you do, we're so proud of you. I texted him before the draft and after the draft, and he was very appreciative of our family, and we were very appreciative of everything he's done for us and for the program. And we think he's going to be the next thing that, I don't think a lot of people are expecting a lot out of him just because of his size and stuff, but we are, and we're excited to see him.
yeah.
We're excited to see him in the NFL. As soon as they release those jersey numbers, we're ordering jerseys.
hell
and
yeah.
Papa Joe, you're wearing one.
Open a jersey.
Papa
That'll
Joe.
be
I would
fun
pay
to
money
see.
to see that.
Papa Joe has only ever worn one shirt that I've seen with somebody else's name on the back, and it's Joe Pepitone.
Yep.
But I
And
feel
Joe
like-
Pepitone never wore your name on his back. So.
I know, but he
I
was the
don't-
only one.
I feel like
I don't think I've ever
Voss.
seen you
I feel
without a
like Voss
collar.
is special.
Huh?
I don't think I've ever seen you without a collar.
Except for when I'm doing wine and I have a T-shirt.
Yes,
That's
it,
it.
like, but that's like, yeah.
Dad, I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like
T-shirt.
Voss deserves it.
I don't know.
I feel like he does.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, we're gonna send
All
him a
right.
hoodie. We'll send him a hoodie when your name's on his shirt.
All right, that'll work.
All right.
That'll work.
Well, but we had what, 6?
Yeah, we had 6 guys drafted. Yep.
And then anyone after?
Yeah, 4.
Oh,
Yep.
who went after?
Haba,
Abba went to the Jets.
Yep.
Marcus Minor went to.
Warren went to the Jets.
I'm sorry. I was talking about free agents. Okay.
Okay.
Kalijah Cansey and Voss both went to the Bucks.
Yep.
Carter Warren and Izzy went to the Jets. Hallett went to Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And Brandon Hill went to.
I should know this.
Or maybe Brandon Hill went to Jacksonville.
This became a Pitt podcast.
Yeah, it did. One of them went to the Texans.
Well, you asked Patrick about Pitt.
It's Hallett and
We did.
Hallett and Hill. One of them, I'm pretty sure Hallett went to Jacksonville and Hill went to Tampa Bay, but I could be
Spot
backwards.
Fact check right here.
I'm
You know
right.
what? Our,
I'm right.
Our,
I just
our
might be
people
backwards.
expect it from Beth, so it's fine.
No, that's okay. All the pit coaches like our meatballs, so
Yeah.
that's where the red sauce
Meatballs
connection
and wine.
comes in.
Papa Joe's
Yeah.
wine.
Eric, Jacksonville. Brandon Hill, Houston.
See, told you.
Yeah.
And then
And then Dez went to the Jets. Haba went Giants. Gabe went Chicago, and Jared Wayne went to Houston
Giants?
and then
as free agents.
somebody
The four
somebody
guys
else
went
signed
free
with the
agents.
Steelers practice squad today.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. This is our press release after.
Tyler Wiltz.
Ah.
That's who it was. But yeah, we're very proud of our Pitt Panthers.
Hail Pitt.
We're hoping Jamarius Burton and Nike Sabandi, I think, are maybe going to get a chance in the NBA.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Hoping so, yeah.
Nelly, I think, and Greg are trying out for. I don't know if they're trying out, but they're working with agents to hopefully play overseas, or you never know.
Yeah.
Greg's my favorite.
I love Greg.
love
He's a good kid.
He always
He
gives
is
me
a good
high
kid.
fives.
Every time I see him, I'm like, corner store, what's up? And he laughs at me and comes over and gives me a bear hug.
No, my favorite was when, like, the guy who actually does the PA announcements, like, he and I were talking about something, like, figuring something out, and, like, it was during the line, like, when they were doing lineups, and Greg Elliott went through, and then he always gives everyone high fives.
Yeah.
And we, like, missed putting our hands out, and then he, like, stopped and turned around and was like, I need to get your high five,
Yeah.
like, right now. And we were like, boom, boom.
Yeah, he
was like,
can't,
I
he can't,
make
go,
him
he
do
can't
well.
go against it.
Exactly.
But they're building another good roster for next year. I think we're going to be good again next year.
Hell yeah.
I always think that, but
Yeah.
You literally, every year, your bracket, you make at
Always
least
has Pitt.
one with Pitt winning the
right.
national
But no, at
championship.
the beginning of last year, this team just felt different to me.
It did.
It really
though.
did.
Did you have that much confidence in the Kevin Stallings era?
No.
Oh.
No, none at all.
No.
Were you just in like a deep depression?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think it was the case of the wrong situation at the wrong time.
I feel you.
But I've never seen anything like that, where they just off the bat nobody was excited.
Horrible.
Well, including me, because I was like,
The
what
most
we got.
excited
Which
Pitt
is
fan.
really, like, she is the biggest Pitt fan of all time.
I still went to every game that year, but it was
We
kinda
had
like,
we
eh.
had a guy
You
come
weren't
in
having
here
much fun.
not too long ago that thought he was the biggest Pitt fan of all time. I'm like, do you have HQP tattooed on your foot? Because until you do, you are not as big of a Pitt
Just
fan
because
as
you're
my
older
sister.
than me doesn't mean you're a bigger
Yeah.
Pitt fan than me.
I was
Let's
like,
just be real.
you can't win until you have matched my sister's dedication.
No, I love
Correct.
one of my students is like really into Pitt, and so he and I will talk about it all the time. Like I think his mom like either worked or still works there and stuff, and so he knows all about football and basketball and all that stuff. And he's like, I'm the biggest Pitt fan, and I'm like, no, you're not. Like,
Nah.
No.
you need to meet my friend Beth
Yep,
because
that's right.
she will blow you away with her Pitt knowledge. Like,
Yep.
no, you know nothing compared to her.
When I went to visit Anna at Alabama, it's always like you always hear about all these people like they just yell Roll Tide all the time, right? So I go down there to visit Anna, and you go into a grocery store and you're leaving and you say, have a nice day, and they say Roll Tide. Okay. And you go into a bar and they're just yelling Roll Tide constantly. And that day I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring a movement to Pittsburgh.
She did.
And instead of, Katie, your microphone fell again. You got to tighten that thing up, dude.
Why does it keep dropping?
Oh, it's too high up in the thing. Push it down. Look.
down here.
Yeah,
Yes.
There you go.
Okay.
So I came back and everybody would say, all right, bye. And I'd be like, Lalu, hail to Pitt.
Bona Pasqua.
Bo to Pasqua.
It's caught on here.
Yeah. It did.
Oh yeah.
And then there's always like that random customer that's sitting here, and then I'll say bye to like a regular, and then I'll be like, all right, hail to Pitt. And then the person will look, like stop walking out the door, turn around and yell, hail to Pitt. And then all the other customers are like, this is weird.
Add that to the people getting their own wine.
Yeah.
in the
Yeah, they're probably like,
kitchen,
fuck
and-
this place.
Yeah.
Good thing you only had 5 tables. It's
She,
all
Yep, that's right.
regulars
she
all the time.
literally,
Yeah.
when we went to visit my brother in North Dakota, every single place we went said "Hail to Pitt" to everybody, and they had no idea what she was saying.
We were leaving Shields. It's like their dicks.
Dad's laughing his ass.
We're leaving Shields. We went to buy ice fishing shit, and it's like their Dick's Sporting Goods out there. And this young kid, he was like talking to me. People out there are super friendly. So
They're
oh,
so
where are you
friendly.
from? Blah, blah, blah.
Midwest is so friendly.
And I was like, what do you do? And he's like, oh, well, I'm a student here. I just work here part-time. I'm like, oh, cool. And he's like, yeah, I'm like 19. And I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm like, all right, well, thanks. I'll probably see you tomorrow because we're probably going to need some more minnows. And I'm like, where I come from, we say hail to Pitt. And he goes, you say what? And I'm like, hail to Pitt. And he's like, all right, hail to Pitt.
She was teaching it to people.
He has no
She
idea
was.
what he's saying.
And Katie was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Who was it that said it after the wedding?
Oh, Bernard.
Oh, at Holly and Rob's
Holly
wedding,
and Rob.
right after the blessing.
He screamed it after the blessing. Oh my God.
I wish you guys would have done that at our wedding.
Oh, well,
Missed
let's go back and
opportunity.
do it again.
No,
let's do
he
it.
literally, like, it was quiet as hell and he screamed it. Do you remember that?
No.
They did the blessing and he screamed, hail to Pitt, and
I'm
Beth
an
and
old
I
man.
was like,
I'm senile. I don't remember.
Everyone goes,
You know
amen.
it's
And he
bad
goes,
when-
hail to Pitt.
in
know
his,
it's bad when
in
Beth
his
is like,
Bahamian
oh, no.
accent, in his Haitian accent.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, missed opportunity. You should have done that.
All right, I'll do it at Keegan's.
Yeah, please.
There you
Just
go.
assuming I'm invited.
Please.
I
I'm
think
just
I am.
assuming
I think
I'm
Mr. and
I think
Mrs.
you
said
got
I'm
there.
on the
I think
list.
you're all right.
I better be.
And then you
worked
also
your way in
need
You don't wanna
to
be
make sure
missing
that
this
you
good time.
reinvigorate Mr. O'Shea's weird WWE voice.
We don't ever need to bring that back.
No. That can be brought
Anna
back for Keegan's wedding.
Chrissy, PPG Paints Arena 2023.
You gotta do Anna's sound effect now too. Then.
Bow, 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 bow.
Speaking of Anna, she's going to be legitimately pissed. We recorded 2 podcasts with her, and neither of them stuck because of her fucking mixer.
Well, now she has her own.
Oh,
sound
she's
effect.
She
she's
has a
gonna be
perfect
happy it
podcast
didn't work.
voice.
Yeah.
She's
Is
gonna be
she-
happy it
Is she,
didn't
or
work.
is she going to be pissed that Pat and Jess got one first?
No, she'll like it. Bow, bow, bow,
But she'll
bow.
be
Okay.
pissed.
She'll hit that button all podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much just gonna be like a straight 30 minutes of just wah, 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 wah.
It probably will.
That's why I run the mixer and not her.
Yeah.
Truth.
But no, she said, I mean, I heard it. She was addicted to her podcast voice.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. When we first got the podcast equipment, Beth and Anna sat in this corner and just fucked with it for a good 45 minutes.
I think it affected
Straight.
us being able to record a podcast because we fucked around too much.
I think it did.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it
It
did.
was great though. You just did everything through the
Oh yeah,
mic.
for sure.
And I would agree, you both have very nice podcast voice.
Thank you. This is real. Everything you get with me is real.
Yes.
Unfortunately for the rest of you. All right, what else we got?
I'm good.
I feel like Oh, okay. I'm going to ask you guys both a series of short questions.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
It's not like rapid fire or anything.
Okay.
All right.
Jess up first.
Jess, you can go first. Okay. I have to remember what they are. You know what? Let's go back and forth so I don't fuck up and forget. What are you going to miss the most about Piazza Tellerico? Sorry to make you probably cry, but go ahead.
Probably just like coming here and like hanging out. Like, this is gonna sound like bad, but like when there was like no one here, when we'd come on a random Tuesday night and it'd just be us here and we'd be hanging out, like just being able to like, no, you guys are like always like right here, and then we can just like pop in.
Yeah.
As opposed
Those
to being
are fun
like
days.
obviously like I know I can get your food anytime I want.
Yeah.
And your food was great.
You're on the short list.
Yeah, exactly. Every Tuesday night. But like
Don't give out your address. Everyone else will show up.
Yep, everyone will show up. But just like being able to like know we kind of like have just a built-in like group of like, oh, we just show up and it's like we're just hanging out with our friends and we're just hanging out.
Regardless of who was working. Like,
Exactly.
Right.
Like
Whether
we
you
could
two
come
were
here any
here,
night.
it was just AJ, Anna, like anybody.
yeah.
Not Shaylin.
We
but
could have
everybody
been-
else.
Not Shayla.
We could have been
Not
out of
Shayla
town
at all.
and you guys like fit right in.
Exactly. Like, and I feel like one of the things, like we love to go out to eat and stuff like that. And one of the things that we really like is when we get to know the people at the restaurants that we go to. Like, I know we've told you guys before about like, before we started coming here, like we'd go to like Velazzi's downtown. And the reason why we'd go there is because we had like a waiter that we knew that like became like a friend to us and stuff. Was way more than like our waiter. Like he would get annoyed when they were busy and he had to work because he wanted to sit down.
Sounds
and
like
just,
me.
I
chat
felt
with us.
that, yeah.
Exactly. And so then like we loved whenever we found here because we're like, this is like that, but like on just a completely different scale where we're like, oh wait, no, we are actually like family when we walk in the
Yeah.
store.
Yeah.
And so while we're happy that like obviously if you guys like with you guys closing, we're not losing you guys. We're losing
Clock's
that
ticking,
like,
Beth.
yeah,
I
the
know.
clock is ticking, so it might
Tick,
happen
tick,
again.
tick, 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 tick.
But just that whole like we can just pop up here and immediately be like with our family, with our friends,
Yeah.
and all that.
Echo.
Ditto.
Ditto.
She talks a lot better than I do.
Yeah, I just talk a lot more than him. So
Oh, that's okay.
I normally
And
take
better.
his words. So he gets the next one first. Let's
Okay.
Jess, it's fine. I'm the same way.
I talk for a living.
All right. Who breads the best zucchini in the restaurant?
I have
Anna.
an answer.
Katie, you're not supposed to answer for them.
I'll give Anna that. I'll
Okay,
give
that's fair.
Kirk pizzas.
What?
Really?
Wait, so I would say Anna zucchini.
Okay, but
no,
you
no,
don't know who's
actually,
making
not,
the
no, not
dough.
Kirk.
Pizzas.
Sorry, not Kirk.
It's a
You
fry,
don't know
but
who's
not
making the
Kirk.
dough.
It's a fry. No.
But not
I'm
Kirk.
making the
No.
doughs.
The other side of me hurts.
Sorry. The
Oh,
oh,
that
put
mine?
away the
put the zucchini
zucchini.
away.
Put the zucchini away. Yeah. Hit the snooze.
No,
on it.
definitely Eric Fry
Eric's,
on
yeah.
the pizza. Sorry, Beth.
Really?
Eric
He
did
made a
make
couple
badass
pizzas
pizza.
for us that were like sensational.
Oh, you know why?
Also, Anna would be my bottom on my pizza maker because she refused to cut my basil. She refused, so she is definitely on the
What a
bottom.
bitch.
Fun.
Yeah.
Like we are most valued customer in that system.
You guys
Like,
are.
I would totally do that immediately.
Nope, she refuses.
Like,
She
see,
wouldn't do
I refuse to not because
Nope.
that's the way I like it too.
Yep, nope.
no one
Okay.
makes the best meatball
bitch.
roller? Me.
Definitely
Oh, for
Jess.
sure,
Me.
for sure.
Yeah.
No, I
That's it.
think that I'm gonna be cocky for a second here, and tell you that you think Eric makes the best one because you like your crust like super thin the whole way across.
Yeah.
Because they always tell me I make the best pizza because I hand toss mine.
Uh-huh.
So yeah,
Well, I
Katie
mean-
Katie does make the best dough.
The other problem here is you make the best across the board. Like
Oh, so we're
set
saying if I'm
scale.
out of the
I'm removing you. You don't
okay,
count.
Yeah.
Anna does a better job breading zucchini than me. I'll give her that.
She's more meticulous,
She's very meticulous.
Yeah.
Yes.
to put it lightly.
That's why she hates your meatballs.
That's why she
Kirk can cook a real mean piece of like grilled chicken.
Jake makes the best.
Jake makes the best veal.
Who the
But-
hell's Jake?
My nephew.
My nephew.
But no, I'm gonna give this one to Kirk. Kirk
100,000
was the best at a piece of grilled chicken for sure.
Okay, well, Kirk's gonna have to come out of my house
That's
and make me a
flat
piece
out
of
No.
our nephew.
Anna agrees. Everybody agrees.
13
And we don't
years
just
old.
give Kirk
14
credit. Trust me.
14 makes the best veal chop ever.
All right.
Not the veal chop, veal parm.
Veal parm.
Cooks it perfectly. He's 14 years old.
Good for him.
And then I mean, you get the whole thing on the piccata, so
Oh, for sure.
we're
For
not
sure.
gonna go there.
Oh.
Well, I think Anna always put a sour taste in her mouth with the piccata because she'd always get mad at us if we ordered it.
She'd be
Yeah.
furious every time we ordered it.
You're like, fuck you, I'll make it.
Yep, exactly.
Assholes.
Fine.
Sounds like Anna.
I'm like, aren't you getting paid to do this?
All right.
A little bit.
Barbera or Terrell to go?
Barbera.
Oh!
Ooh.
That's a very like my go-to is Barbera and his go-to is Turtle to go.
What's the one
side
that's
of it?
So my blend is great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's with the sound effect.
Okay, wait. One of you said Barbera, one of you said Terrell to go.
I can't hear the
sound
I
effects.
can't hear it. So
Oh, you're my. Oh,
Do 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 do.
It's not good.
no, Dago is my original here, and then I've bounced around, but I'm back.
I've been a
Dago's always the
Barbera from
mainstay.
day one.
I'm back.
Barbera's just like
X-Files?
like a mainstay. Like
Yeah, I think so.
okay.
I don't like you can't go wrong. Like I feel like Barbera's like a crowd pleaser.
Barbera's got some fruit
Barbera
notes
is
to it.
definitely crowd pleaser.
It's the most different of all our reds.
Yeah.
However, when I would serve wine, I always won with the Dago.
Yeah, he did
True.
like
I
he'd be like, well,
always-
this one's my favorite, and,
And
then
they'd all
it'd
be
always
like,
the
yeah.
Turtle to go, and they'd be like, yeah.
I served a
like,
lot of
hey,
Terrell to go.
Yeah, that's true.
when he was behind the bar when he
behind
wasn't
the bar.
supposed
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah, when I would just randomly pop back behind the bar and pour myself a glass, and then people would show up. and I'd just be
Confuse
like,
the customers.
Oh, I'll pour you. I just start pouring out, and then I'd
Whatever.
walk
Yeah,
out
like-
to a table, and they'd be so confused.
Well, like when Shaylin first started working here and we'd come here, like she knew nothing about wine, so like people would be like, well, what do you recommend? And she'd like look to Patrick like, I don't know.
What to say?
Especially because she like wasn't like
I
she's
gave
not
her a
21,
binder.
so like
She's
like, I don't know.
She
I don't know.
did study the binder. I give her credit. She did study the binder.
now she's good, but like when she first started working here,
Yeah.
and she was like 18 and was like, I don't even know what any of these taste like.
She did good.
I don't know.
Yeah,
but
no, now
the
she's
Petite
good.
Syrah was the top one
Oh,
for
you
a
love
while.
that?
That
Syrah.
was
The
definitely
first
a-
round
yeah.
of that one, like the 2019 batch.
that
We
was
still
so
have a
good.
bottle
of
at our
Petite.
house.
Yeah. I have
There's a
couple
bunch of
bottles that are
17
aging
downstairs.
that I
That's a good
stashed
one.
away.
There's a bunch of 17 downstairs.
There.
It's
All right,
really
we're
good.
going to the
Snag a
basement
bottle.
after this.
Yeah, that you guys. That's your podcast host gift.
What else? Oh, the temper. The Tanat's always great with a meal. That was
It's
always
a
my
bold
go-to.
one. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
bold, but like with a veal or something, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing on the menu that if you could never eat anything else ever again, you would pick to eat.
Piccata.
Wow, not the
Well, yeah.
meatballs,
No,
not
No,
the
piccata.
zucchini.
Baked macaroni.
Piccata.
Holy shit!
Piccata.
Wow,
unequivocally piccata.
Piccata.
And then maybe your scallops after that.
wow.
No,
you guys.
see, then I would say probably zucchini.
Yeah,
After
I
that,
guess. I'm so used to those because they're still on the menu.
yeah.
My go-to
I
has always
crave
been the
the
baked
old
macaroni
ones.
for ever and ever.
Patrick's a newbie to the baked
I
macaroni.
am, but I do love that now.
Like the week you were
That was
closing,
a
he was
shame.
like, "I'm gonna try baked macaroni for the first time ever."
Yeah.
That has
Hey.
literally been my favorite since I was a child. Like
It's
my
damn
my
good.
dad used to ask me when I was 5, 6, 7 years old. He used to say, "What do you want for dinner for your birthday meal?" I'm like,
Baked
I
macaroni.
don't want to go out. I want baked macaroni. That's all I wanted.
It's just like home in a bowl.
It was
is.
my favorite freaking
You
thing
know,
in the
though, as,
world.
as good as it is here, it's still better in a big roaster.
Well, because okay,
Yeah. I mean,
we watered it down though.
yeah, even so, it's still better in a big roaster.
It is. It is.
But you can't serve it that way because you'd have to keep reheating it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it would get bad.
Yeah.
I do miss those scallops though too.
I can.
They were
hey,
cooked to perfection.
Those
They were cooked.
scallops were
Put it on
Next
the
Tuesday.
put it on the Tuesday menu. I don't
Those
think I'm.
scallops
The
were
crisp
so
on
freaking
those
good.
was just.
I don't think I'm doing
phenomenal.
anything next Tuesday. Let's do it.
good.
I got nothing.
We can-
135 degrees, right?
Yeah, we can
What do you
singe
cook
the
'em
shit
on?
out of them. We can do them in the cast iron.
There we go.
Oh yeah,
Singe
there
the
you
shit
go.
out of
Ooh,
them.
actually, we could light up the Blackstone.
Oh, let's
really
do that.
get 'em singy.
Crank it up.
Oh my god,
Harder the
I
better.
want a Blackstone so bad.
Oh,
Katie,
best
you're
thing
gonna
in the
have to
world.
Test drive ours.
Yeah.
My brothers have them. I want one so bad.
Bocce night. Oh, so much fun.
See, that's
Or
what's
just
going to
like
happen.
breakfast.
The first time we had Tuesday dinner, Patrick was in Vegas.
Yep.
So you were just like, yeah, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. I have a feeling when I'm at your house and Patrick's there, he's going to be like, oh, you should do this.
Oh,
Oh
definitely.
no, he's gonna definitely backseat chef.
Backseat drive.
Yeah, it's gonna be so annoying. I just left. I was like, Beth, what do you need? Exactly. That's the exact sound effect.
Katie.
use the
Wah,
sound
wah,
effects.
wah, wah.
Nah, he's definitely gonna do that. I was like, Beth, what do you need? Just tell me what to do. Beth is the best person I've cooked your house because she cooks and. Brenda Beth.
Yeah.
My name is Beth Tellerico,
Beth
and I will
at
come cook in your house.
Papa Joe's wine cellar.
And I will clean up, but you have to pay me.
But it's amazing.
Email her.
I've rented a Beth
She'll do
before.
it.
I'm renting a Beth
She'll do it.
next month.
Yep.
Or this month.
No, you're
Oh.
not.
Yes, I am renting a
Oh,
Beth next month.
nope. Shh.
Oh, no.
We can edit that out. She doesn't listen.
Listen, she's not
No.
good.
Bitch.
She doesn't know how to
What a bitch.
podcast.
Nope.
We'll play this for her after.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll tell her after. Oh, Beth does a podcast.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's shout Eliza out again. Eliza, what
yeah,
up, girl?
Eliza!
She'd be very jealous that Jess made it on here.
That's okay. She's coming
She's
next
coming
Tuesday's
next.
dinner.
Yeah, she is. She
And
likes scallops.
I have to
She-
tell her
she's
something.
seafood.
That's your formal invite.
I have to tell her something.
Dinner.
I really hope that I immediately get a text. Wait, when do you drop these?
I don't know. When's this one dropping? Tomorrow?
As soon as my dad can post it.
Hopefully tomorrow.
Like tomorrow? Okay, so
Yeah.
I better get a text tomorrow that says, "Am I invited? I'm invited to dinner tomorrow
Yes,
on Tuesday."
I formally invited her to dinner
Yes.
on Tuesdays.
She shit her pants in her car, all excited.
She's like, "Ah!"
We love you, Eliza.
Oh,
All right.
Love you.
Do we have anything else going on?
Nah.
Papa Joe's ready for bed at 7:45.
I am. It's
Papa Joe's
7:45.
ready.
I'm
He's
done.
been
Did
he's
Did you
been
put
quiet
anybody
for
to
a
sleep
while.
today, Joe? Did you put anybody to sleep today?
Yes, and I even woke a couple of them up.
Did you?
Yeah.
Congrats.
Couple
Proud of
still
you.
sitting
Brought my
there.
average up to 75%. That's awesome.
Look at you.
Hey. Good job, Papa
Let's
Joe.
hear it for Papa Joe.
Did you hit the right button?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess she had a
I
pause.
couldn't hear
Actually-
it, so.
It was correct
Actually,
the
I
first
only
time.
put one to sleep today because it was cataract day at Harmer.
Cataract day.
Cataract day, that's just sedation.
Is that a thing?
Huh? Well, you know what? I
Apparently.
mean, at the Harmer's the surgery center, so we do a lot of cataracts.
Isn't that where Beth had her?
Wait,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought you were only at St. Margaret's.
No,
Nah, he goes everywhere.
yeah,
You're
no, I
everywhere
just
now?
go there. Harmer.
And occasionally.
Well,
past
occasionally
event.
Passivant or East, but
Harmer's where they do like their planned surgeries, right?
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
the outpatient stuff.
Yeah.
but Not a,
Yeah, because I went to Harmer with Beth.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I got my ankle done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe your rib.
Maybe my rib.
Possibly.
I don't think there's anything they can
Good
do
job,
for
Jimmy.
a rib.
Yeah, can they fix a cracked rib?
You put a nail through it.
That doesn't sound
sounds
like fun.
painful.
Well, that wouldn't be good. Yeah.
I ate shit walking down my hill in my
especially if
yard
you
today
drop
and
your
landed
lung.
flat on my back, so that really helped the situation.
Good job, Beth.
Yeah, I'm just piling it on.
Okay.
I'm
Good
put
job.
her in a bubble.
Why do I feel like you get injured often?
I really don't.
She doesn't, but she does.
No, you like you're good at powering through an injury, but like I feel like you're always like
She does
I
stupid
messed
things
something up.
often.
Yeah.
I still remember when it was you versus the plastic tubs on the plastic tubs one. Remember you got the black eye?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the 7 fishes.
Oh, yeah, 7.
I got hit with 6 buckets square to the cheek, to the
just-
orbital
I
bone.
was here and I just hear ah.
Oh,
Go
dude,
back.
I was dizzy. I went down.
She
You
did
were
go down.
in rough shape.
She was.
Close to the end, we have to do this.
Okay, thank Dad. Thank you, Dad.
Oh, here, I need a little of this one,
She
whatever
was
that is.
literally
Which one's
bent
which?
over.
Here.
See, this
I'm
is
gonna do a
this is
blend
where
blend.
Patrick can post a picture of my black eye
Oh yeah,
on the thing.
We can do
on
that.
the pod.
Because I don't know how to
Come
do
your
that. Otherwise, I'd
She
just
was
walk up with a
at-
picture
when
of it.
she got hit in the face from those buckets,
Yeah.
she was literally bent over at the waist.
No,
Where
no.
was I? When
Do you guys have
were
an
here?
Instagram yet for the Red Sauce Podcast?
No, but we have a TikTok.
No, you need an.
No, we
Inst-
do need
you
a
need
separate.
You
We'll
need
get
an
one.
Instagram
I'll get
for the
one.
Red Sauce Podcast because then you can just
This
say
is-
we're
this
gonna
is
post
Zach's
it on
job.
the Instagram.
That's true, and then we can post highlights.
Come on, Zach.
Exactly.
This is
Or
your
low
job.
lights,
That's
whichever
how
way you
go
look at it.
viral. Yeah.
Exactly.
This is our producer, Zach Tellerico's job.
Yeah, because then when we have Reggie Miller on, and then he posts a little clip from it, then
Yeah.
everybody follows you.
No, because
Well,
then what you can
Zach
do
has
is you
been
can
doing everything for us, so.
no. Then you can.
I told him I'd
you
pay
can
him
take
for
like
it.
stills from this, post them, and be like, "Hey, new episode drop."
Yeah, go check out the pictures we talked about. My face.
I told
Yeah.
Zach I would pay him for it, so.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Even though I don't know, Patrick's stepping on.
Joseph is really ready for bed here.
Yes, he is.
It's
He keeps saying, okay, we're done.
Okay,
a
okay.
lot of yawning and
It's
okay.
8:12. This is.
Oh.
It's about like
It's-
an
it's
hour
time.
past.
It's
Anna's
time.
episode, he walked off set, but
He
that
literally
one's gonna have to
walked
be
off set on
re-recorded.
Anna's podcast.
He's like, all right, I'm going home and going to
He
bed. Have fun,
literally
girls.
Walked off
That
set
sounds
on
like
Anna's
Joe.
podcast.
I feel like that's how you should end every
It was
podcast.
time. That probably is. That was
Like that's
yeah.
very fitting for you.
Yeah.
Is to leave just a little early.
That should be your new
just go
thing.
home.
Walking off.
Salute, habadada.
See?
Hop
That's
in
his
and
new
out.
thing. Lalu, hail to Pitt. Bona
No
Pasqua.
limit.
Bona Pasqua.
Bona Pasqua. Bye.
All right, we'll be on here another 20 minutes. Just kidding. All right,
Bye,
guys. Joph's going to walk in front
Love
of the
you.
camera and fuck everything up real quick. And then, just kidding. Oh, he's going out the back door.
Nah, he's going out the front door. He's still walking in front of the camera. Where are you going?
He's going to
Some
shut
wine
it
to
off.
Put him to bed.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for coming on. We appreciate it.
Anytime.
We're definitely going to have you guys back.
Definitely.
I think this was a good one. You guys are, what's your title from the thing? Valued customer?
Yeah, valued customer.
Valued
most
customer.
actually, sorry, most valued customer.
No, what did the American Express thing say?
It did say valued
It said
customer.
valued-
I
yeah.
thought it said most valued customer. Or maybe
not
I
most.
added the most.
You added that.
We will call you most valued.
No,
All right,
Jess
you're the
definitely
most
added that.
valuable.
No, that is the new name.
Most
Oh, I
valued
thought you were
customer.
muting hers.
No.
No,
We muted Jokes 'cause he's gone.
MVC. MVC.
When you
MVC.
name this is most valued customers.
That's the name of the episode.
That's our name.
Jess
Most valued
self-proclaimed herself that.
customers.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't self-proclaim that.
Yes, you did.
They,
No,
they
I
agreed.
just did.
All right.
Exactly.
You guys get behind the scenes footage.
Okay.
Dropping cards.
Whoa.
Put him in the window where he knows where to go.
In the window.
In the window.
Ooh.
Katie, put Joe's headphones on for a second. I'm going to play you something.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be good.
Ready?
I love it.
And for my finale. When the moon hits your eye, it's like a pizza pie. That's a mole.
That is
Good thing I'm
terrible.
super shy. No, that wasn't terrible.
That is absolutely
I
terrible.
think that should be your intro.
I think that's the
every.
official-
I think it might have to be.
That's the intro
every
and
single
outro.
time.
Yes,
every
intro and
every
outro.
freaking single time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Intro, outro, right there.
All right.
There
Anybody
it
have
is.
anything to say?
Thanks for
Nah.
having us.
Yeah.
Next time you guys come on, we'll have
Hail the pit.
Hail to Pitt. We'll have real questions.
No, I thought you had some good ones.
No, I think it's more fun when you just go off the
It really
whatever
is.
the fuck.
No, I'm expecting strange ones next time.
How many people do you think turned this off 10 minutes ago thinking we were done?
If people made it 10 minutes ago, I'm impressed.
Lame.
You know, I say that every time, but people listen to us, and I have no idea
like
why.
7, but they're loyal as
They are
fuck.
people.
They're loyal as fuck. Thank you
Girl.
guys.
Thank you,
They're
7.
Thank you guys so much.
Shout out to Eliza.
Salute.
Eliza?
Eliza and all of our loyal customers.
this
Thank
is
you so much.
jumping
Dad, what the fuck are you doing?
Hey, that's how I fell. Don't do it again. Don't break a rib.
I really hope you just saw just
they
his
they
back.
totally saw you.
Yep. Just a background. But,
All right.
on that note,
Habada.
Gentlemen.
Lalu. Hail to
Gentlemen.
Pitt.
Lalu, hail to Pitt.
Centani. Bona Pasqua.
Cheers.
Get the fuck out.
Cheers.
Roll Tide.
Bye.
Hail to Pitt again.
Go mini waves.
And
Bye.
we'll clap. We'll get there. You can go home. We're not worried. Why are they still laughing? Tell them to stop laughing. When the moon hits your eye, it's like a pizza pie.